Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the important video for class 10 students, social science. So this is the important events of chapter 3, nationalism in India. It is very important to note the dates. This will help you in memorizing the dates and events uh, which occurred in the chapter 3, nationalism in India. So it started with January 1915. Mahatma Gandhi returned to India from South Africa to India. So these are the years or some dates that are in the chronological order. So you can see it, you can memorize the chapter, you can just see the things that happened. So this is the map work. I have already made the video of complete map work of social science class 10th. You can see it. I will link this video. You will get the link in the description box of the complete map video. So this is the important question of chapter 3, nationalism in India. Why did the tribal people join the non-cooperation movement, or explain the condition of the plantation workers during the colonial rule in India? So this is basically the question which is about the tribal people. Why did the tribal people join the non-cooperation movement? So the answer is कि most of the tribal people were dependent on the forest for their livelihood, but under the new forest policy the government had put several restrictions on the people. First is closing large forest area for the tribal people. Second, forcing the local people to contribute begar, means without money or without wages or without wages they work in the forest area or forest area. Now third thing is that preventing people from entering the forest to graze their cattle or to collect fuel wood and fruits. So all these steps enraged the hill people did not like the or did not follow the rules of the government, because these were the very monotonous rules. Not only were their livelihood affected, but they felt that their traditional rights were also being denied. So the people revolted, and therefore they joined the non-cooperation movement. So this is the important question that can be asked in the board exam. This is also very important 3-marker question. Why did the business class participate in the civil disobedience movement? Explain. So this is because of the Great Depression of 1929. So the Great Depression of 1929 immediately affected the India's trade. India's export and imports were really affected. Now second is expansion of the business. During the First World War, Indian merchants and industrialists had made huge profit and become powerful and keen on expanding their business. They now reacted against the colonial policies that restricted the business activities. They wanted protection against import of foreign goods and a rupee sterling foreign exchange ratio that would discourage imports. The third is free trade. Most businessmen came to see Swaraj as a time when colonial restrictions on the business would no longer exist and trade and industry would flourish without constraints. So these were the reason why the business class wanted to participate in the civil disobedience movement, because of the Great Depression, and second reason was the expansion of business, and third was the free trade. So this is the important 6-marker question which can be asked in the exam. Which incident marked the beginning of civil disobedience movement? How was the civil disobedience movement different from the non-cooperation movement? So this can be asked in 6-marker question. It's very important. So you can check this, you can see the difference. What was the difference? So this is basically the difference between NCM and civil disobedience movement. NCM, non-cooperation movement, was started in the year 1921 and civil disobedience movement was started in 1930. Causes, the basis of difference is year, causes, पार्टिसिपेटर्स मुस्लिम्स जो भी है पार्टिसिपेटर्स कौन कौन थे. मुस्लिम्स भी पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे थे नॉन कॉपरेशन मूवमेंट में. विड्रॉल कब हुआ, व्हाट वाज द कोर्स ऑफ द मूवमेंट, एंड द पार्टिसिपेशन ऑफ वुमेन in the movement. So these are the basis of differences in the non-cooperation movement and the civil disobedience movement. So this is also the important 6 marker question. Nationalism spreads when people begin to believe that they are all part of the same nation. Justify the statement, or this can be asked in this type: ki how did a variety of cultural processes play an important role in developing a sense of nationalism in India? Explain with example. Or this can be asked like that: how did people belonging to different communities, region or languages group develop the sense of collective belonging in India during a freedom struggle? Explain. So this is basically the question key about the nationalism in India. Yeah, how did the people feel that they are the part of one community, yeah, or they are Indians? So let's see the question answer. This is that first united struggle. The most important factor responsible for arousing the sense of nationalism among the Indians was the united struggle against the Britisher, because all the people were wanted to revolt against the Britishers. So the nation as a whole, they united and they मीन्स उन्होंने एक एम बना लिया था. दे मेड द thought that they have to struggle against the Britishers. They have to revolt against the Britishers. So this was the united struggle. Second thing is cultural processes. They were also a variety of cultural processes through which nationalism captured people's imagination. History and fiction, folklore and songs, popular prints and symbols all played a part in making of nationalism. Third is Bharat Mata. So the identity of India came to be visually associated with the image of Bharat Mata, which was created in 1817 by Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay, and who wrote Vande Mataram as a hymn to motherland. Now, fourth point, revival of Indian folklore. The idea of nationalism was developed by reviving the Indian folklore. So in late 19th century, nationalists began recording folk tales sung by bards, and they taught villagers to gather folk songs and legends. This was done to promote the traditional culture that had been corrupted and damaged by the Western forces. It was essentially to preserve this folk tradition in order to discover one national identity and restore a sense of pride in one's past. Fifth point is reinterpretation of history. By the end of 19th century, many Indians began feeling that to instill a sense of pride in the nation, Indian history had to be thought about differently. The British saw Indians as backward and primitive, incapable of governing themselves. In response, Indians began looking into the past to discover India's great achievements. They wrote about the glorious departments in ancient times. The nationalist historians urged the readers to take pride in India's great achievement in past and to struggle to change the miserable condition of life under British rule. So these were the points that is necessary to write in the exam. So this was the 6-marker question which can be asked in the board exam. So this is also one of the important question. Discuss the Salt March to make clear why it was an effective symbol of resistance against colonialism. So this is also very important question. You need to understand the language and then you have to answer. So this is the 4 to 5 marker question. So the first is, it was the first time that Indian leaders decided to violate law. People were now asked not only to refuse cooperation with the Britishers but also to break colonial laws. So Gandhiji broke the law by preparing the salt. And the second point is thousands of Indians in different parts of the country broke the salt law, manufactured salt and demonstrate in front of the government salt factories. Now as the movement spread, third point, as the movement spread, foreign clothes were boycotted, liquor shops were picketed, peasants refused to pay revenue and chowkidar taxes, village officials resigned, and in many places forest people violated the forest laws. So in the whole country there was non-cooperation from the Indians, and they disobey all the rules and regulation that were imposed by the Britishers. Now fourth point is arresting of leaders by the government led to violent clashes in many places. Angry crowd demonstrated in the streets facing armored carts and police firing. Many were killed. Now fifth point is the outcome of the movement was the Gandhi-Irwin Pact, which was signed by the Gandhijis with Irwin on 5th of March 1931. By this Gandhi-Irwin Pact, Gandhiji consented to participate in a round-table conference in London, and the government agreed to release the political prisoners. So this was the question. We just have to discuss the Salt March to make clear why it was an effective symbol of resistance against the colonialism. So guys, this was the video on chapter 3, nationalism in India, class 10, social science. So I hope this video will be helpful to you, and you can also check my map video. I have covered complete map work, and if you have any doubt, you can comment in the comment section. And thank you guys, thanks for watching. Do like and do share this to your friends, and I hope you will score 100 marks in social science. Thank you so much. Bye.